Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the top pink diamond hidden gems in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Now, tier maker is apparently letting me put more cards on tier lists now, which is nice. So we got 63 of the best pink diamonds in MyTEAM, best pink diamond hidden gems, I should say, on this tier list. And so we're going to go through, and this is going to be a longer video than normal because of how many there are, but I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible as well. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's not waste any more time. Dikembe Mutombo. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Dikembe, obviously, first and foremost. Great ambassador for the game. He will be missed, and he is already missed. But the card itself is not that good. He can't shoot threes, and therefore he's not that good of a card. Yes, he's a dominant defender with decent speed and incredible size, but the total inability to shoot the three ball is a big issue. Honestly, I think it's a big enough issue to put him in D tier, because a total non-shooting card at this point is not a great card. Chauncey Billups. I actually think Chauncey is pretty good. Now, Chauncey does still have the flaw of not really being a slasher 50 driving dunk, but his badges are awesome. He's an elite defender. His jumper is just not that great. He gets really good defensive animations though, and has amazing defensive badges. Just badges overall really good. I think I would put him C tier though because of the lack of dunking and because his jumper isn't very good. Bobby Jones, the best defensive card in the game. No joke. He has every single defensive Hall of Fame badge in the game. And I mean literally every single one, except for, I guess, technically a couple of, every important one anyway, I guess I should say. All the defensive badges, except for, I guess, High Flying and Iron Pogo Stick are defensive badges. Box Out Base Rebound Chaser are rebounding badges, not defensive, but pretty much every single defensive Hall of Fame in the badge, or every single defensive Hall of Fame in the game. But 53 ball is the biggest issue. His jumper's not that great. Therefore, he's only C tier. Calvin Nat. I think this Calvin Nat card is really nice. He is a very, very good overall card. I know my boy Kawhi has him and likes him a lot. Not the highest three ball, but I know he's a really nice card. Elite defender and has a fast jump shot. Super athletic. Really, really nice card. Deserves a B tier spot. Ron Artest is S tier. Incredible card with a top tier release. One of the best defensive wings in the game as well. He is an absolute monster. Would be, if you have him, he's as good as any shooting guard in my team, pretty much, except for maybe Dr. J because of movement, but he's incredible. Isaiah Thomas. This card sucks. He's 5'9". I just included him on the list because he's a big name, but Isaiah Thomas is a 5'9" point guard. You got this card out of your pink diamond hidden gem for something, that would be tough. Larry Bird. I don't think Larry Legend is all that great, to be honest. I know he's an incredible player, one of the greatest in NBA history, but his cards in my team the last few years haven't been that great. This card is pretty good, but he's not unbelievably athletic. His release isn't incredible. He's good. He's not amazing. I think he's B tier. Sean Kemp probably also in that B tier. Definitely not a bad card at all. His diamond's not bad, and his pink diamond is definitely a good chunk better. Really fast, super athletic, super solid shooter as well. I think he's a stud. His jumper's not bad. I think he's probably A tier, to be honest. Not quite S, but very good. Another guy who's not quite S, but elite is David Thompson. Exceptional athlete, solid defender, really fast jump shot. He's a really good card as well. Eddie Jones. I think Eddie Jones's release is really fast. He's an awesome defender. He's an elite slasher as well. Well, not an elite, but a very good slasher. 85 driving dunk, off posterizer. Super good card. Very versatile defender. I mean, the interior isn't quite where you'd like it to be, but his jumper and Sig's D-book dribble style as well is really nice. I think it makes up for it mostly anyway. I think he's oh, I just closed the tier list. Hold on, y'all. All right, thankfully I reloaded it and just reloaded the tier list as it was. I don't think I could put Eddie Jones in S tier though. I think he's A realistically. Greg Oden is S though. This Oden card is incredible. He can shoot. He's amazing stat and badge wise. He's a big center with a really, really big player build. He's a very good card, and I think he's S tier. Donald, I don't think this card is like amazing. I've seen a couple people get him, but I don't think he's bad either. He's what, 6'3", 6'8", wingspan, 91 speed. Solid card, but not like incredible defensively. Not an amazing slasher. He's good, but he's not great. I think C tier is probably right for him. Bob McAdoo's like A or B. I think this card's a very, very solid pink diamond. He can shoot the ball pretty solidly. He's got a very nice release, 6'9", versatile defender, super good speed as well for a power forward. Really nice card. I think he's definitely B tier. Yao is not good. I know he's tall, but he can't really shoot, and he's 59 speed. I do think he's D tier, to be honest. I just don't think Yao is very good of a card. Paul Millsap is a very, very solid, very complete wing at the small forward position, especially. Does everything well. Not everything like in anything insanely, overly, ridiculously good, but I think he's super solid across the board. No real flaws to the card, and I think his jumper's always nice in my team as well, so that puts him solidly B tier to me. Latrell Sprewell is probably B or C. I know his diamond was okay. His pink diamond, I'm sure, is a good chunk better. Good speed, good shooter, Super solid badge. Elite defender. Wow, that's really nice to see. Okay, so he's definitely not C. He's probably high B because his defense is awesome. Yeah, no, this card's really good. I think he's definitely B. He could argue B. He could arguably even be put in A. Sean Elliott, I have never looked at this card, but I'm assuming he's good. He is a 90 speed, 95 3 ball, 85 driving dunk, amazing shooter. Of course, what's his release? Taj Gibson base, which is the same as some of these other. I mean, that's not a bad jump shot. I think he's got to be B though. I don't think he's like noticeably better than a guy like Paul Millsap or Latrell Sprewell. So I think we put him in the B tier. Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley's always really good on defense, and he's always got great speed for a power forward. I feel like he's probably pretty similar to McAdoo. Not quite as fast as McAdoo, but even better defensively. Good athlete, solid shooter. I mean, McAdoo's in B tier. McAdoo should be A. I'm not gonna lie. I'm switching Oakley and McAdoo. McAdoo's A. Oakley is B. Dirk, unfortunately, despite Dirk being my favorite player of all time, is never all that great in 2K. Now, this card has decent speed, is an incredible shooter, but he has really no dunking at all, and his defense isn't game-changing. I don't think he's garbage, but I think he's probably like low C. He's not a great card on a list like this. Spencer Haywood. Really don't know much about this card either. I've seen him a couple times, but I've never really looked at his stats or badges as well. I know he's a decent shooter, super athletic, super fast. That's a good card. If you were to badge him out, he's a dog. Only 6'8" at power forward, but he's probably B tier, not C tier. Super solid card. James Harden, I don't think he's quite S tier, but Harden is very good in his own right as well. Really, really good card here. He's 6'5", 6'11", wingspan, 95 3 ball, 92 speed. Not great defensively. That's the big flaw with the card. Fully badged though defensively, he's not a liability, and he's amazing offensively. So I still think he's probably low A. Big Z. I think Big Z is very dependent on his speed, and I don't know what his speed is off the top of my head. I know his jumper's really nice. I know he's a 7'3" big. The question is the speed, and 69 speed isn't as good as I'd like to see. That definitely brings him down a couple tiers. I think you got to put him in high C tier. Larry Keane, an awesome release, incredible defender. Definitely one of the better cards on this list. Very fast. I know his jumper, his 3-ball rating is only a 78, but his jumper's amazing, and he's a really versatile defender as well. I feel like he's got to be in the low A tier. By the way, I am thinking I'm probably going to do this in two parts is what I'm deciding, because I'm already over 7 minutes into this video, and this is going to wind up, I believe, being part 1 of 2, because I just don't think that I'm going to get through all 60 of these unless this is a 30 minute video. So we're not going to do that. We're going to break it into 2 parts. But Xavier McDaniel, I want to put him S. I know his defense is incredible. His jumper's always really good. He's super athletic and he's super fast, but he's only got an 81 3-ball. I don't know if I can quite put him S tier. I don't know, man. It depends on how many S tiers I really want to have on this list, because there's not a ton of guys that jump out at me as like guaranteed S tiers. He's one of those guys who's borderline to me, because I know his animations are great, but I think I'm going to put him high A for now. Adam Morrison is definitely solid, but he does have the same, if you want to call it, issue that he had last year, where his jumpers, like the upper's just not amazing. He does have it on quick though, which is really nice. Movement isn't bad, and he has very, very good offensive badges and is a solid defender as well. Not a bad card at all. Definitely B tier. Cedric Maxwell, generally a very good card in my team. He's had a couple of absolute god tier cards in the past. I know his jumper isn't quite as good this year, and he's only got a 72 3-ball, but he's a really good defender, and default swing is actually a good jump shot, so I don't mind that at all. I feel like he's probably B, to be honest. It's probably where Cedric Maxwell falls. I don't think he's higher than that. Allen Houston legitimately might be A tier. This card is awesome. He's really, really good as a shooter. I know he's not the biggest name, but he's got an incredible release, elite shooter, and he's not bad at all defensively either. Release is amazing. Kispert base is phenomenal, and I think that's really, really nice. And his movement isn't horrible either. I feel like A tier is probably the right spot for him. Dennis Johnson is a very good defensive PG. I don't know if he does enough to be higher than B or C tier though, because I mean, he's got a 75 driving dunk and an 83 ball. That's just not amazing. The defense is incredible, but the offense isn't game changing. He's not bad, but he's not incredible either. I feel like he's probably got to go B or C. I don't know. I think we're going to put him C. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm going to put Dennis Johnson in C. I don't think he's that game breaking. Terry Dishinger is S tier for sure. Terry has one of the best jump shots in the game and one of the best behind the backs in the game. Not to mention he is 90 speed, 91 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, incredible offensive stats and badges and animations, incredible release, just an incredible card. Really no real flaws for Terry Dishinger as a small forward. And honestly, KP is the best big left in the hidden gems as well. Now that Wemby's already come out, KP is also a definite S tier without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. 100% deserving of that S tier spot as well. And then the final card that I'm going to do in this part 1 video is going to be LaMelo Ball, who I also believe is S tier, has a very fast jump shot, 6'7" point guard, which is also really nice. And I know the defensive stats and badges aren't game breaking, fully upgraded though. He's going to be a really good defender. This card is, I think, very similar to a guy like Devin Booker in a lot of ways. Really, really nice card and has very few flaws. Despite not being an unbelievable slasher or an unbelievable defender, the size and versatility and release that he has at the point guard position provides a ton of value, and a fully badged LaMelo is still an S tier card to me. So with that being said, we are going to split this, like I said, into 2 parts, and I think that's how we're going to wind up doing this, putting these guys so far. We'll come back and do the rest of these pink diamonds on Saturday. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.